Oh, they messed. There was that. Why did they do that?
They called timeout.
Oh, they ran all the time out. Okay, that was smart. Ridiculous, bro. I'm so pissed off, man. I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. And if the first one of you Yenzies to get to talking about this is a Tomlin game, that's a bunch of BS. This ain't on Mike Tomlin. This is on the damn lack of effort from the defensive line and their inability to get any type of pass rush at all. They play single high press the whole freaking game, and nobody could get home for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nobody. This is on the defense, and it's lightweight on Aaron Rodgers too, because he audibled into 2 of those pass plays that he threw the picks for. And he did, and he called
I'm not.
He audibled in them plays,
I'm not
bro.
just gonna give you free breeze on that because he audibled into stuff all the time and it works. He could have audibled in that and it worked, but the problem was he forced it to DK. Not that he audibled it, that he forced it. Both interceptions, he forced the DK.
It was 3 dudes.
Hey Tate, are you gonna run the intro?
When the game's over, we start the pregame stuff. We're live right now.
Yeah. And Peyton Wilson should be benched.
11 seconds.
Peyton Wilson should be benched, and Keanu Benton should be benched. They should not be starters. Keanu Benton got killed.
Man,
killed.
Big G. You feel how you feel. Let's not do that though. It was all good just a week ago. It was all good. That's where that saying come from.
It wasn't all good for me for Peyton Wilson. I ain't been all praising Peyton Wilson. I said he played
Peyton
better.
Wilson hustled down the field against Minnesota and stopped the dude and made the clock run and all that.
You must not have saw my grade for that game. C-. C-.
But I'm blaming the defense in its totality. I blame them on the secondary more than anybody. They the ones getting cooked.
Get a block. They got cooked.
Well,
they got cooked, didn't they, Kerb?
Cincinnati's run game has outperformed itself by at least double.
We got cooked.
Yeah, at least double.
Because Keanu
that ain't on the secondary.
Keanu Benton was out there. I'm telling y'all, I saw him get blown. I saw him and Peyton Wilson get blown up multiple times.
When Jamar Chase has 15 catches, that's on the secondary.
Yeah, because Flacco got 1,009. 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005. Flacco jersey is still white. What the hell is going on? His jersey's still white. They touched him twice the whole game. They touched him twice. They literally touched him twice the whole game. Literally.
Like Flacco is your daddy.
Claude, it ain't Claude. Tate, Claude, this ain't on coaching, bro. This is the effort of the players.
I don't know where you see coaching and Jalen Ramsey getting cooked, him getting 2 pass interferences, Joey Porter getting 2 pass interferences, Peyton Wilson dropping Jamar Chase in coverage on this drive across the middle. I mean, I don't see none of that's coaching.
Right. And this is Steeler Dog, 88. Steelers got 2 sacks on the worst offensive line in the NFL. That is effort on the players. That has got nothing to do with coaching. That's effort on the players. That was a total lack of effort. Total lack of effort. What they got, and you're right. The 2 turnovers killed us. Killed us. Well, Boxing man, this ain't Mike Tomlin, bro. That's bullshit.
The one turnover, that was basically a punt.
That one, but still, it had to be a turnover.
Yeah.
The thing that hurt us the most to me was the 2 penalties. The holding on Jalen Warren's touchdown run and
Zach Frazier
and Jonnu Smith's false start early in the game.
Facts. Oh, and the 4th and 1 tush push where McCormick jumped early hurt us too. That hurt too.
Yeah.
That hurt too.
We had to settle for 3. What's up, Jay Steed? What's up with the homie Jay Steed?
Man, I can't believe, dog. I hate when people do this and they talk about it's time. None of this was on Mike Tomlin. Absolutely none of this was on Mike Tomlin. This was on the lackluster effort on that defensive line, bro.
I don't know what Tomlin had to do with it.
Nothing. Nothing.
The offense scores 31. The defense gives up 33. Jamar Chase has 14 or 15 receptions.
Because you couldn't get home. He stood there.
Aaron Rodgers threw 4 touchdowns. 4?
Stood there. They freaking stood there, man. He threw the ball to the end zone.
Damn, he got a damn arm.
Oh.
He's got that boy in there.
I'm telling you, bro. Telling you.
Yeah. It's just one of them things. I mean, you know, you always hear the Tomlin game.
Boxing, man, we're going to start responding to you, dog, so you might as well leave the chat, dude. I'm telling you right up, you might as well go because this ain't Mike Tomlin, bro.
But I think when people say that, I mean, obviously the coach ain't playing. I think people look at that as just a game that they feel like the Steelers should win, and you end up losing it. And then obviously that's what they say. I mean, the coach.
That's a good point, B Dirt. Hey, first of all, let me say congratulations to B Dirt and the Cincinnati Bengals. Y'all played a good game, man. Yeah. So congratulations to you, dog.
Definitely.
I don't know if Warren should have got more carries. I think the issue is that Rodgers audibled out of a couple of runs that was passed, and he forced the ball to DK with those things, man.
At 41,
he forced the ball to DK.
At 41, dude just threw the ball 70 yards.
Oh, I mean, I'm not saying he don't have an arm.
No, I'm just saying. He
Shannon sent the text, and I agree with him on this. He said that punt when we had the ball last was a mistake. But yeah, did we stopped him after that though?
Correct. Steeler Lee, for the $1.99, we appreciate it. We score over 30 points and we lose. This is all defense, and it's really it's complimentary football. It's the defensive line could not get any pressure. Flacco was standing there for 1,004, 1,005, wide open dudes. They're going to be wide open. They're the best 2 combinations wide receivers in the NFL. How come the defensive line can't get home? I mean, I know that we should trade for a wide receiver too, but I'm telling you right now, we got to trade for a pass rush at the defensive tackle. Go get Lawrence out of the New York Giants. Go get Quinyon Williams out of the New York Jets. Get a dude in the middle. This is ridiculous. Keanu Benton can't play. He cannot play.
He can play a couple sacks a few weeks ago. He can't play the nose.
He had a sack today, didn't he?
They should play Y.A. Blackett nose more. I agree with that. I'm not going to say he can't play, though.
He can't play in this defense.
He's out of position.
He's out of position.
Claude Bishop, man, thanks for the 2, bro. That team had no chance of winning a playoff game. Claude, you jumping to a lot of conclusions, man. That's diabolical. That's diabolical, Claude. You jump to a whole lot of conclusions, bro.
I mean, I bet Buffalo fans saying the same thing right now. Detroit Lion fans, all the teams going to be in at the end are going through the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. But the issue was you saw the game plan. The game plan was we're going to get home because they have an offensive line that can't block, and we're going to play man on the outside. I don't care how good of a defensive back you are in the NFL. If the quarterback has 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, come on, man. Come on, man. Claude, Tomlin was out coached. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. That was the play of the players. That was the players.
You can't
totally on the players.
Yeah, when the Steelers won 3 in a row was in first. Nobody saying, "Oh, Tomlin's a great coach." Nobody said none of that. Nobody said none of that. I'm just saying the one play that I felt like the Bengals coach called a great play was that bootleg run to Flacco. Great play call.
G209. This game was 10,000% on the defense. It was the lack of effort on the defense. Bro, they can't. Dog, that's the worst offensive line in the NFL. And you can't get home? That is the worst offensive line statistically and what you've actually seen on film. and you can't get home. That's not the coaching can coach all they want to. That was a lackluster ass effort by those defensive linemen, man, and the edge rushers. They couldn't get home.
Well, and
Of course the DB's
how
gonna
many
get
missed
killed.
tackles were there?
Yes.
Those.
Yes. And they gashed us in the run game because Keanu Benton was getting his ass blown up, and so was Peyton Wilson. They was getting blown up. They took Peyton Wilson out the game, y'all. They took him out of the game. They took Peyton Wilson out because he couldn't stop.
The game is over. The Bengals win. Let's go ahead and get the show started after the intro. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
Horrible.
Know it all nation, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, thanks for tapping in with us on the 2-minute warning podcast, Steelers postgame podcast. We appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. We all a little down right now. Steelers take a loss, lose to the Bengals 33-21. Excuse me. In a close game, a good game, a lot closer, and what happened was not what we expected. But got to give it up to the Bengals. They played a good game. Joe Flacco played a great game. We'll get into how our thoughts on it and break down what we saw and give grades and stuff like that. First, I just want to go to Afton and ask Afton what she thought about the game in its totality.
Well, I am disheartened but not surprised.
Right.
I didn't expect anything better than that because it's a Thursday away game against a division opponent.
Right.
Claude Bishop, man. You want me to answer that, Tate? Claude Bishop, man, thank you for the $2. Doesn't Tomlin and Austin run the defense? They can run the plays all they want to, bro. The defense played ass. How else do you want me to explain it? The defense played ass. The defensive line couldn't get home on a pass rush. The linebackers were getting blown up by the worst offensive line in the league. That's got nothing to do with the coaching. That's got to do with the effort of the damn team.
Hey, Big G.
Yeah.
Did Tomlin and Austin run the defense against Minnesota and last week against the Browns?
Yeah, they did, Tate, but
Did you hear anything about Tomlin and Austin running the defense after those games?
I feel you, bro, but the issue was the effort of the players.
No, but that's what I'm getting. Blame on the coaches. You didn't get the coaches credit when they looked good the past 2 weeks prior.
The the players were ass, bro. Keanu Benton was out there getting killed. I can't wait to watch the rewind because I know Cam Hayward was getting killed too. TJ Watt played like shit. If you really want me to say it, they had lackluster effort from the defensive line and the edge rushers. Peyton Wilson played so bad they had to take him out of the game. And of course, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and whoever else is going to be running free because he can hold the ball for 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005. That ain't on coaching. That's effort by players. You should be able to beat the worst offensive line in the damn NFL. You should be able to beat the worst offensive line.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, the defense was trash, but that's because the players played trash. No,
I think there's enough blame to go around on the defense because them running the same thing over and over again, even after it has proven to not work. If it's clearly not working, try something else.
Afton, they can do that, but the effort wasn't there from the players.
You need both to make it work.
They did nothing. I mean, I haven't seen the Steelers rotate as much as I saw them rotate edge rushers, interior defensive linemen, and interior linebackers. I saw all different kind of combinations because the coaches was trying to find somebody that could make a damn play. Sawyer was playing, Herbig was playing, Hayward was playing. They was rotating everybody because they was trying to find somebody to make a play because nobody had no damn effort. The effort was trash. It was full trash. Coaches can dial it up, but players got to play, bro. They got to play.
Steelers G comment. Me and Kerb been saying that backstage the whole time. That ain't none but big.
The fact, Jack.
Big facts. Big facts.
Yep. We got two super chats in a row, Tate. Let me get them, man.
Go ahead.
Hold on one second. Damn it. Claude said, I'll be surprised if they win the division. Well, you're going to be big surprised, Claude. Get ready for it. Dylan A says, 2-10 on Thursday night. Tomlin owns this loss. No, he don't. No, he don't. The players own it, bro. If you watch the halftime, Tomlin said, we got to get their ass off the field on first and second down because they're gashing us in the run game and everything else will take care of itself. And we got to quit pressure on Flacco. He said it. He knew what they had to do. The players didn't execute. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. You played against the worst offensive line in the NFL and you can't get home? And they had no holding calls? That's a lack of total effort. Lack of total effort on the players. They had zero holding calls. Zero. That means you wasn't doing nothing. No, they had one. Patrick Queen at the very end when they ran a blitz. That means you wasn't doing enough to put them in position to get at the quarterback or make the ref call a penalty. Lack of effort, man. Lack of effort.
Good night. Good night, Shannon. Trip OG. But yeah, man. So I really feel like the offense. If you told me beginning of the game, Aaron Rodgers is gonna throw 4 touchdown passes. They're gonna get each of the tight ends involved. They all gonna have a touchdown. Jaylen Warren gonna rush for 120 yards. You had told me all that stuff. We said yesterday, Steelers scored 30 points. The part about it, that's the only surprise, is that the defense gave up 33 and they let what's his name? Jamar Chase have 14 receptions.
He raw dogged him.
No Diddy.
That's basically what happened, Kerb.
No Diddy.
You guys to
no
chill.
He flipped the script on him.
And Brett, you're right. I'm wasting my breath because I'm talking to diabolical haters that just hate Mike Tomlin. And that's bullshit. This ain't on Mike Tomlin. This ain't on him, bro. It's a lack of execution by the guys that was out there. And like I said, that rotation, I can't wait till I go back and watch the rewind. They were searching for answers out there, trying to get somebody in the game that would make a damn play. They were searching for it. Come on, man.
I'm disappointed that I didn't see more out of Elliott tonight.
Yeah. I mean, he was quiet tonight. I don't know if the Bengals tried to stay away from him because really, ultimately, the dude, Isiovich, the number 80, he had a few big catches, but really it was. Chase Brown broke off a couple big runs, which is going to skew the statistics, but they were running the ball well.
And something else you got to look at when you look at the offense compared to the defense. The defense is, most of all your older guys is on the defensive side. A quick turnaround like this, you can almost tell, you can see those guys were flat.
That's super true, Kirby. That's big facts. They played like ass. Let's just say what it is.
They were flat. So like I say, the thing about it is, it's disappointing, but ain't nobody surprised. Shouldn't be. You surprised the defense gave up 30 points, but like I say, I don't like Thursday night games when you the road team and divisional games. So you can't be shocked. You can't be shocked about it.
Bro, I'm not dogging nobody when I say this, but listen, y'all, I played in a turnaround like this before. This is not to be played with, bro. And you got to, when you go on the road on a Thursday night game where a team is trying to save their season, I did not see the effort that I needed to see from the defensive line and interior front seven for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You didn't force no holding calls. You couldn't get home, and you were getting gashed in the running game. That's big trash effort, man. And if I'm the coach, I'm benching a couple of their asses. Keanu Benton and Peyton Wilson going to the bench. And it's going to be a minute before they get up off the bench. That's facts because they play with no effort, Steeler dog. Thank you for the $2. How can the Steelers not get one turnover period? Because they didn't play with effort. They didn't play with any effort. The Bengals were super hyped about this game. You saw the offensive linemen out there high-fiving each other and all whatever else because they was gashing us. Lack of effort, man. Lack of effort.
When you were up 10-0, you had a chance to put them to sleep, and you let them stick around. They got confidence. And
facts. Up 10-0, could have put them away. The whole momentum switched because of lack of effort. The whole momentum switched. Whole momentum. Keanu Benton got the first sack. They was like, yeah, this going to be an easy one. Easy my ass. You got gashed because you played with a lack of effort. This ain't turn on and turn off. This ain't turn on and turn off. You got when you go up 10-0, put your foot on their neck. Didn't do it because the players didn't do it. Didn't do it because the players didn't do it.
One of the disheartening things for me is when you look at the season, and I know at the first couple of games they had the secondary had guys in and out with injuries. They haven't stopped like any of the elite receivers they went up against. They haven't. Them dudes cooked them, and now tonight you had everybody. You had everybody back there, and it got worse. You know, so that's something to keep your eye on.
I don't get it, man. We got everybody going in on the scheme and all that, but nobody was complaining about the scheme. We wanted them to apply more pressure. The Steelers had the second highest blitz rate in the league. They weren't getting home tonight. They were not getting home.
Facts.
They had 2 sacks. Nothing changed about the scheme. Ramsey, Slay, Porter, Ramsey and Slay each had 2 pass interferences. Slay was getting cooked. Ramsey was getting cooked. I mean,
all of them was getting cooked.
But they're going to get cooked.
All of them were missing tackles. They weren't wrapping guys up and finishing.
Yeah. And they're of course they're going to get cooked when the Flacco's got 1,005. Go back and watch the tape. 1,005. He didn't get his jersey still white, bro.
Yeah, you can see out in the broadcast. I don't even see no film as though they wasn't getting home.
I mean, I know that. I'm talking to the people in the chat. They wasn't getting home, bro. They wasn't getting home. That's a lack of effort.
As much as we wanted to get on Myles Garrett last week, TJ pulled it tonight.
Yeah. Because he didn't get home. Herbig didn't get home. Highsmith didn't get home. It didn't happen. Flacco should have been on the ground. Our second sack came with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. He played. I mean, they didn't even rush him or hurry him. They didn't even rush him or hurry him. And I told you, when you go back and watch the tape, watch the rotation of players that was running in and out of the game. The rotation that was running out of the game because he was looking for an answer for somebody to get a damn pass rush. Somebody got to get home. Somebody has to. If not, Jamar Chase is an assassin. He will kill you. And that's when Flacco's got free time, he's going to kill you.
Well,
yeah. I mean, whoever was playing man on Jamar Chase, I mean, shouldn't have been playing man if they was 35, if they was 25 in their prime. And Jalen Ramsey is 30. Joey Porter probably about 25, but Slade probably about 34. Slade had no business on Ramsey by himself. But hey, Joe Flacco's a gunslinger. They made a good move for them when they traded for Joe Flacco. And that could have been what Tomlin was talking about. Tomlin knew that, well, we got a guy in there that can throw that ball to these weapons. because the Bengals weren't getting the most out of their investment. When $50 million Joe Flacco get hurt, and you got $70 million on the outside, and you got $2 Browning in there that can't get your investments the ball, you got to go get a guy that I know just going to throw that thing out there and try and get him the ball. And that's what they did. Kudos to them. The secondary got cooked. The line didn't get home. The team missed tackles. But, again, not on coaching, all on defense.
Yes.
If the players had made the plays and made the tackles and all those things like that, and it wasn't working, I would listen to you more. But what I saw out there, it was player driven, and the offense scores 30 points. You got to win that game. I don't care if they turn it over twice or not. And the defense didn't force a turnover. Nary one.
Like I say, I think Tomlin. I mean, I don't think, I know. He see what's going on. He see with his secondary that they got problems stopping good receivers. And I mean, now he's been lucky that some of the guys he went up against had trash quarterbacks thrown to him, but they still kind of got loose on him. But now you get a guy tonight where he got two studs, and you get a older quarterback that's gonna be a gunslinger, and he's seen it. He know.
But
not just
bro,
that, Kerb. He's been a gunslinger in this division for how many years?
That's facts.
But
that's the OJ Simpson out there. That's the OJ Simpson out. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Kirby. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Baltimore offense wasn't built to be. I mean, he was slinging the ball around, but that was a whole different offense. Now, at this point,
you got Chase and Higgins out there is different than having Judy and Tillman.
But Kirby, how often are we going to see that? We're not going to see that.
We're going to see it again one more time for sure.
No, what you talking about, G?
They got two dog receivers like that. We're not going to see that.
But
that's an anomaly.
But you about to go up against some better quarterbacks that got decent. You got Detroit. You got when you play Kirby, when you play the defense that we play, it's complementary football. The defensive line has to get home. We understand
the defensive. There's no cornerbacks. And I'm going to repeat myself. There is no cornerbacks in the NFL that can stop Jamar Chase and T. Higgins when the quarterback has 1,005. There is not a tandem of cornerbacks in the entire NFL that can stop T. Higgins and Jamar Chase when the quarterback has 1,005.
No, nobody's saying that you can. I'm just saying that's just going to be an issue going forward because now, I feel like we're going to be going up against better quarterbacks, and they just going to have to try to figure something out here because
the issue is we have to get a defensive tackle. People want to trade for a wide receiver too. We have to get a defensive tackle that can get inside rush on every down. Keanu Benton cannot play inside defensive tackle. He's too fucking small, man.
He can't on passing downs. They need to pay more while they black. They're not going to trade for a defensive tackle. That's not the answer. We've seen the defense stop people last year. We need a receiver more. When you make all your touchdown passes to the tight end, you're using the weapons you got. But when you get your passes to your tight ends, you're lacking the explosiveness on the other side because they took DK Metcalf out the game. You're missing explosiveness on the other side out the other receiver. It ain't about the defensive tackle. It was a bad game. Yeah. Now, if that's going to say that's coaching, YA Black should be in on first or second down. Bring Keanu Benton on passing downs. I'll give you that.
Benton on the bench.
Especially a big name defensive tackle. They're not going to go there.
They said it today. I forget which one announcer said. He said the Steelers got one receiver and four tight ends.
That was Kirk Herbstreit.
And I don't care. You ain't gonna win a lot of games in the NFL when you playing the big boys with that. And like you say, your main threat was taken out. Yeah, the tight ends did some good things, but you got to keep it 100. You was going against a trash defense.
We at the half hour mark of the knee jerk reaction. Let's look at Look
Wait,
at the
let me
box
put
score.
Dave's super chat back up, Tate. Dave Wayne, the defense isn't ready for elite offenses. I don't think they're ready for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, which is an anomaly. What they do against Jordan Addison and Jamar Jefferson, they won. So come on,
Justin
dog.
Jefferson.
Yeah, come on, dog. Justin Jefferson, come on, dog. What? Come on, dog. I mean,
Thanks, 901.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I said, but it must have been something that he related with. Let's go ahead and get the box scores up. Talk about that, then we'll give our grades. We'll the final thoughts and get out of here. We don't want to be all night. It's late. So over the course of the game, this is what we're looking at. Go ahead, Afton. You want to read the stats for us?
So we lost 31-33. Whoopee. We had 396 yards and they had 470. We had 249 passing versus their 328. We had 147 rushing versus their 142. We had 7.3 yards per play and they had 6.5. Do you know what their yards per play was coming into the game?
Less than 4.
I don't think it was 6.5.
It was less than 4. It was like 3.8.
Right. So we had 19 first downs versus 27. 7 for 10 on third downs versus their 7 for 14. We didn't have any fourth down efficiency. They went 1 for 1. We had 54 total plays versus their 72.
Couldn't get them off the
We allowed
ahead,
0 sacks and we got 2 sacks. We punted twice. They punted 3 times. We had 7 penalties for 59 yards versus their 4 for 35. We've got to fix that. That happens too often. Nobody fumbled. Aaron got 2 interceptions, one of which I think was on DK more than on Aaron, but time of possession was 25-28 to 34-32. Is there another stat on the bottom?
No, the time possession is the last one.
Okay.
So
let me put the super chat up first, bro. Positive running game was the best I've seen all year. Thank you, Steeler Dog, for the Steeler Dog 88. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Now, what you said, Tate?
No, so just when you look at that, what do you see? I see excellent third down efficiency.
Yep.
I see 7.3 yards of play.
Mm-hmm.
I see damn near 150 rushing.
Mm-hmm.
If you told me Aaron Rodgers had 250 and 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, if you told me that, I still say we win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I see is directly related towards the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Only getting 2 sacks, not forcing any turnovers, and giving up 27 first downs.
Mm-hmm. 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 The inability of the defensive line to get any pass rush made the defensive backs look horrible. It's complementary football. If the defensive line and pass rush can't get home, the DBs are going to get cooked when you got 1,005. I mean, how much more? And that's got nothing to do with the coaching. That means that they couldn't get home on the worst offensive line in the NFL. That's what that means. So that means it was effort on the players because they couldn't get home. Let's just tell the truth.
It's on the defense. It's
on the players on the field.
It's on the defense. I mean, because when you look at the offensive stats, that's something that you figure that they would do against this defense. So the offense did what they pretty much should have done. It's a defense. So that's why you're gonna hear until they play again that this is a Tomlin game and Mike Tomlin, because Mike Tomlin is involved with the defense, and that's what people are gonna say.
Claude, thanks for the 2, man.
My only thing, Kerb, is they wasn't saying it when the Steelers won the past couple of games with good.
Well, no, they never gonna say it when you win.
Right.
When you win, that you know how it is. When you win, that covers up a lot. Because if you really break down some of the wins, you probably see some stuff that was bad in there. But when you win, that covers all that up.
Claude for the $2. He said, no need for grading. I show F's all across the board. I'm absolutely not going to give F's all across the board. Rodgers probably is the only dude on the offense that gets less than a B. But between a B and a B minus. The offensive line probably get an A. The tight end,
no, Sack. Tight end is an A+.
Yeah, A.
The
A.
only
What
bad
DK get
for me was where Jonnu Smith got that penalty. Because that killed the drive.
Well, the McCormick false start killed the drive too. And the
I
Zach Frazier.
I said the only thing with the tight ends, though. I was talking about the tight ends.
Yeah, and that holding call on Zach Frazier was unexcusable. That was unexcusable.
Yeah,
there was absolutely the play was 3 yards away from him. There's no let him go. That was unexcusable. Shannon gonna hate that, but I'm gonna call Zach Frazier out because you killed a touchdown. You killed a freaking touchdown. A 40-yard run. Jalen would have had damn near 200 rushing because he out there want to hold. And can I tell you something too? Because I played the position. When offensive linemen hold early in the game, they're being lazy.
Yeah,
linemen should only hold late in the third and going into the fourth quarter because they're tired. But when you're holding the first and the second quarter, that's because you're playing lazy. You're playing late. Mentally, you're not locked in because no coach teaches a lineman to hold. They don't teach that. He was playing lazy, bro. He did something that he knew he shouldn't have did, and when he did, he was like, "Oh, let me stop that, bro." That was on the play once again on the player.
We were watching at the same time. I mean, we was backstage when Broderick Jones got that hold. I thought it was a hold. You said it wasn't, but I think that was a hold all day. That one hold in one of the last few drives. And they brought it back. I don't even remember what happened after that. I mean, did we still end up that we scored? That's when Frymouth got the touchdown.
Correct.
So it didn't cost us, but that was a hold to me.
Correct. But that early in the game, if you're an NFL, especially at the NFL level, because they're the elite, if you're holding, that's lack of effort. That's on you. That's on you. If you're holding, offensive lineman, if you're holding, that's on you. There's no coach that can fix that. That's the lack of your effort. Lack of your effort.
Yeah. Kerb. So when you look at the box scores there, the game box score, well, what do you see? Like if you just looked at that, what do you see?
What I see is you almost gave up 500 yards of offense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The big five.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, you ain't gonna beat nobody doing that.
But you go in there blind, and you just if I could cover up the Bengals side, you just see the Steelers side. You would say, "Oh, that's a win."
Oh yeah. I mean, you would think you would think like, yeah, it's a good chance they probably won that game,
right?
But 500 yards almost.
Yeah, well, what I see, and the product of the 500 yards is product of 72 total plays. 72 total plays is product of not getting off the field. Product of that is what Coach Thomas said coming out of halftime. We have to stop them on first down and put them in second down, put them in passing situations. It's tough for the pass rush to get home when the offense is playing in good situations. You know what I mean? Like they were under no duress basically all game. I remember one time being a 3rd and 13.
Correct.
Brown
one time it was 3rd and 13.
Brown was averaging 2.7 yards a carry. That's
coming
into
today.
Coming in today.
Yeah, he I don't know how many yards he cracked 100, but I bet he got about 50 or 60 yards on 2 runs though. But, and I think that's what Big G's talking about. That's when Keanu Bent was in the game. He got blown out the middle, and it was just a big gap right in the middle. He got through it. After said missed some tackles, and he goes for 37 yards on one play. That was early in the game.
Mm-hmm. I saw Keanu Benton get pancaked 3 times. Literally, like you couldn't see him on the play anymore because they had all white jerseys on, right? They had all you couldn't see 95 in black nowhere. Dog, come on, dog. Come on, bro. That's a lack of effort. That's a lack of effort because we know he can do it right. That was the worst offensive line in the NFL. Why are you out there getting the damn guards, Simple, whatever his name is? And I don't know what the guard's number is. 66. 66 is in the running for Pro Bowl. By the way he played tonight. He literally manhandled Keanu Benton. He manhandled him. And the other guard killed Peyton Wilson. That's why they took him out the damn game. He was getting backside blocked and getting mopped. I'm talking about like legs up off the ground mopped. Y'all see it when the rewind come out. Y'all gonna see it. And you'll be like, damn. Yeah, lack of effort. And they rotated the players. Once again, I'm explaining to people, when a coach starts rotating the players, the most that they rotate, how they was rotating the players, Holcomb in and out of the game, the defensive line in and out of the game, the edges in and out of the game. They're searching for somebody to make a play. They're looking for somebody to do something. That means that there's no effort by the players.
But you got to rotate, G. You got to rotate when they're running 72 plays. You got
But somebody got to make a play. Tate, don't get a big fine.
Tongues hanging out.
Hey, Afton, you said you blamed one of Rodgers' interceptions on DK. How did you see that?
I thought it was like more of a strip than an interception.
Yeah, no, I agree. So you felt like DK should have held on to the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did too. It was man, he got his knee down. I mean, yeah, that thing. I think DK has to hold that. He has to possess that.
Yep.
I do agree there. So I wouldn't, but that first one on Rodgers, he just chucked it downfield, and that was more like a fair catch interception.
And it was an audible.
Mm-hmm.
It was not.
Big G, the audible's not the problem. The forced throw is the problem. If he had it went underneath, it might have been something else open. I don't remember I just remember him chucking it downfield in the almost triple coverage. He got intercepted.
That's correct.
It could have been some underneath, and the audible would have worked. But he said, pre said in his head, "I'm going to DK. I'm taking the shot."
Forcing the ball.
It wasn't the audible. It was the result of him forcing the ball, though.
The two games where we legitimately lost, it's got a common thread. Aaron Rodgers forcing the ball to DK Metcalf. We didn't adjust fast enough against Seattle. We didn't adjust. He forced the ball to DK. Now this game, he forced it, and he was like, you know what, I got to stop. At halftime, he went in, and he was like, wait a minute. I got tight ends running wide freaking open. I got to throw in the ball. I got to trust Pat Freiermuth. I got to try to trust them. Because if you watch after Freiermuth scored the second one, he went in hunting. Freiermuth might have got out of the doghouse as far as Aaron Rodgers is concerned.
With that being said, I agree with you. But again, that speaks to the lack of explosiveness on the other side. He's impatient. I'm ready to take a shot. Now, if they taking DK out again, you got somebody on the side you can take a shot to.
I see a good old DK crash out coming soon.
No way. DK's not crashing out.
Oh,
stop that, Kirby. Stop that.
Because he's gonna get frustrated. And I understand why. He's gonna get frustrated because
he scored a touchdown in 4 straight games before
the team's gonna start. Like I said, you playing better teams, and what teams are gonna start doing? They're gonna watch this film and they say, you know what? We'll take our chances with these tight ends. But we're not going to let that dude beat us. I think somebody else.
I think
that's where the frustration going to come.
But before the next game, you're going to see the Steelers add a receiver.
I mean, we've been saying that.
I mean, we know that they have to have wide receivers. And you know who I'm trading? I'm trading Highsmith. Highsmith can't do nothing. Dog. Did you see him do anything?
Wait. Now, G jumped
just a week ago. Just a week ago.
Oh, I admit it. I was like, you can't do it. You can't do it. We got to, because see, I would have been calling for Mook to get traded if he didn't play the way he played it tonight.
But now,
get a wide receiver too.
But now Mook don't get stayed.
Mook is safe. Because I think Rodgers trusts Mook. But we got to get a nose tackle push, and we got to get a wide receiver too. We have to do that.
And that one long play was specifically on that wasn't nothing to do with coach Jack Sawyer, where he released Noah Fant and was crashing down on the run.
Yep,
got big beat for about 40 yards.
Tate, what's that? Lack of effort. That ain't on the coaching. That's lack of effort.
This game might
have effort. He just wasn't focused on what he should be focused on.
When you're not focused mentally, or when you're not focused mentally and physically, you're going to have a lack of effort.
This game might have punched Move's ticket. It might have punched his ticket out of here.
It could have upped his value too, Kerb.
Yeah, it might have pumped.
Hey,
punched
Big
the
G,
ticket
go
'cause
ahead. Let's
Coward going.
let's
I mean,
go.
Tomlin gonna get rid of a defensive guy. I mean, an offensive guy before he get rid of one of his defense dudes.
Claude Bishop said, grade the defense in Austin tonight.
Well, let's do it. You want to start with the defense offense, Big G?
All right.
Go ahead.
Well, we can start with the defense since all the people just want to, because the reason they're saying that is because they want to throw Austin under the bus so they can throw Cowher on the bus. Just say what you got to say.
Throw Tomlin under the bus.
They want to throw Austin under the bus so they can throw Tomlin under the bus. That's what all that's about.
Throw the black coaches under the bus.
That's all it is they want to throw Austin under the bus so they can throw Tomlin.
Come on, I'm just talking. Maybe sometimes I'm talking truth. I don't know. But let's go ahead and break down the grades. Go ahead and lead us in the grades, Big G. Go ahead and whatever position you want to do first. And go to Afton first.
Yeah, Afton, we're gonna go defensive line, and I include edge rushers in there. What's your grade?
F.
Ooh.
Facts.
They didn't do any. I mean,
Miss McGillicuddy didn't get an apple on her desk today.
Facts.
I don't
Afton,
care.
facts.
They didn't do their job.
Facts. Kirby, what's the grade?
I'm gonna make it easy. Everybody on the defense, every position got Fs.
Okay, quick. Tate, defensive line and edge rushers. You muted. You about to get the big fun.
I'm going to first, but before I give my grade, I'm gonna say this about what Afton said.
That's the fact, Jack.
I give F2 to the entire front seven, really. Wilson, Queen, everybody. I mean, yeah, I gotta be with Kerb on that thing, because I mean, as I think about it,
Yeah. Make it quick.
You can't save nobody, Big G. Not even. Can you save one individual player?
Hell no.
The only person that somewhat was playing was the Clark guy. He made a couple hits. Other than that,
he gave up that big pass down the middle of number 80. He gave that up.
Like I say, it's F all the way across the board.
The defensive line and edge rushers gets a GTFOH. Figure it out. It's a damn acronym. Not acronym. It's initials. GTFOH. That was the worst effort I have seen out of the front seven in years.
You probably allowed to say it's late night. We don't got to be PG. You don't got to say the whole. You can say get the F out of here. That's what it stands for.
GTFOH. That's my grade. Inside linebackers. I'm gonna start with you, Tate.
Hey man, I'm with Kerb. I mean, they didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing. Patrick Queen drew a hole. Patrick Queen gave up that touchdown to Noah Fant on a big 3rd and 6 when they held him to a field goal. We're not even talking about this right now, because that would have changed the whole dynamic of the game, where a touchdown would have put us up like 3 or 4 points versus going down only going up 1. You know?
Afton, your grade for the inside linebackers.
As far as I'm concerned, the entire defense got an F.
Yeah.
They're soft. They played soft.
Well,
they gave things up. They gave up 3 yards. They all sucked.
That's the fact, Jack.
They gave it up and they sucked, Big G. Sound like a cheap $2 hooker to me.
A double diddy down. A double diddy down.
After get the double diddy on that one?
Double diddy down. Double down diddy.
If you gotta go, you gotta go. Is it Diddy worthy, Big G?
No Diddy.
Absolutely.
You got to chill.
Absolutely.
Chill.
Kirby, we already know you're
said
going to
they gave it up and they sucked.
Yeah, Kirby, we already know you're going to an F, Kirby. So unless you're gonna go worse than an F. My grade for the inside linebackers is bench. Bench is my grade. Bench. Peyton Wilson, get your ass to the bench and don't think about playing. Don't think about playing.
You gotta play Peyton Wilson. I mean, I understand the knee-jerk reaction, but you can't have a complete overreaction, because they played good the past few weeks. It's a bad game. They got beat. They didn't look good. But what's gonna happen if they pass and then you put in Holcomb and Harrison in there the whole game? What's gonna happen then?
What Holcomb was in there tonight, and he was got
He
there getting
played,
cooked
but he
too.
was in there because they was running the ball. I'm just asking
Yeah.
what's going to happen if you playing Harrison and Holcomb and you put Queen and Wilson on the bench. What's going to happen?
Holcomb was out there for a lot of those passing yards. Peyton Wilson hardly played in the second half, bro. He was out there getting annihilated too.
He played on that last drive when he let
they-
Jamar Chase come across on that crosser and be released wide open.
He was
Early in the drive.
Claude, thanks for the 2. We're gonna get to it, Claude. See, because all you want to do is throw people under the bus. So it's all good.
Well, I mean, Terrell Austin got to get an F too. I mean, I don't know if it's
they all
his team,
get
but his players was out there and they played without Eckler. So Tomlin, Claude, you want me to give him a grade? Tomlin get a C. You know why? Because I'm probably going to get an offensive A and the defensive F. I'm going to average it out to a C. So I'm not going to fail him for that.
Yeah, we're going to come to it. Defensive backs. Horrible. That's my grade. Horrible. You next, Kirby. Your grade. Horrible. That's my grade.
You know, actually, if I was Mr. Rooney, the defense, y'all catching the bus back. Y'all riding on the bus.
I'm with you. I'm with you. You ain't getting on the damn plane for what?
Get on this Greyhound. And you go get on the Greyhound, too.
No, not the Greyhound. Kirby, that's diabolical. Not the Greyhound. But
they getting on the Greyhound. You ain't even getting on a fancy bus.
So yeah, I mean, get on the bus and get your iPads out. Y'all study film all the way back to Pittsburgh.
Get you one of these. But you know what? And I'm being all serious with this. The defense, they need to have a closed door meeting. No coaches in there. And there needs to be some furniture moving around in there, bro. The defense, y'all need to have a closed door meeting. I don't need near a coach in there. And there needs to be some furniture moving around there. I want somebody's ass coming out of that with a black eye and a bloody mouth. Because somebody getting their ass whooped in the room. Somebody. Because if the players don't hold each other accountable, the coaches can coach all day and night, but the players got to hold each other accountable. They need to have a closed door meeting when they out tomorrow.
So if you on the outside looking in, let's get to the offense because we running coming up on an hour. But if you part of that meeting, like who said who's leading it, who says who you cussing out? Like tell me what you thinking.
What if it's got to start with the leaders. So because Hayward and Jalen Ramsey got to stand up. They're the leaders on defense. They have to stand. Deshaun Elliott needs to stand up with them too.
Cam played mid. Jalen Ramsey was getting big cooked. So
they gotta say this is my fault.
I think
this is
my
fault.
I think you probably hear that in the press conferences.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
you hear
my
that from
fault. This is not knowing none of y'all. I'm the one that's going to take for this. This is my fault. And then from now on, we're not playing this passive ass football no more. The first one of y'all to get to tripping and don't get no effort, you ain't gonna have to even deal with the coaches. You're gonna deal with me. And we can box and throw rocks, baby boy. It don't matter to me. We can do whatever we got to do. But we ain't playing no more passive ass football. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. Ramsey asked for this.
Yeah, we ain't playing no more. We ain't playing no more passive ass football.
That's 5. That's 5. One. That's me. One. That's me. I got him.
I mean, I feel that, but they got to stand up and the leaders, Elliott, Ramsey, Hayward, got to stand up.
I'm just saying what he said on the Pivot podcast.
Porter was like, all right, you got him.
And they better look TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith in the face and say, we will never have this again. We will never. All the money that we pay you two guys, TJ Watt is the highest paid defensive player in the freaking NFL. All the money that we pay you two dudes, y'all got to be able to do your damn job.
There you go. The Bengals receivers get paid $70 million between them. They produce. We paid TJ and Alex Highsmith about $60 million, $59 to be exact. And they didn't produce. The pay didn't meet the production didn't meet the pay.
Correct.
Let's move on to the offense and go ahead and start with Afton again, Big G.
Running backs after.
A.
Facts. That's
High
the facts
effort.
again.
efficient. The explosiveness was more than I could have hoped for.
No,
Facts.
I agree.
Kirby.
Oh, well, I give him an A. But the only thing I will tell them is don't get the big head, because that was a JV defense he went up against. But you can get an A. No doubt.
Claude Bishop for the $2. Afton, was Mike Tomlin out coached tonight?
I don't know which coach does what, but he clearly was not as effective, whether you're talking about the game plan or whether you're talking about player preparation, because the Bengals were coming off a short week too. The only real advantage they had was not traveling.
Yep.
Facts. Tate, you mute. You about to get the double fine.
And it's a short trip to Cincinnati, so you can't blame it on that. I would just say, and agreeing with Afton as far as that goes, but I mean, yeah, I'll just let it go. Go ahead, Big G. I give the running backs an A. Jaylen Warren played an excellent game, even though that one time he was down. When you can't let that ball be on the ground.
Yeah,
You're lucky that wasn't a fumble. You can't put that on the ground no kind of way. You were down, yes, but you still can't. I don't even like seeing that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he played a tough game. He ran with force and explosion, and I think we saw this potentially brewing when how he ran against the Browns last week against number one defense. Yeah, we got a lesser defense, but he looked like you should look against a lesser defense. Offensive line did too. They didn't give up no sacks. So to go back to Claude's point with me, how do I give Tomlin a C? Well, if I give him a grade based on the defense, I got to give him a grade based on the offense.
Mm-hmm.
O-line played well, running back played well, quarterback threw 4 touchdowns. DK Metcalf was out the game, incomplete wide receiver.
Yep.
But go ahead, Big G.
So running backs A. Tight end and wide receiver position combined. I'm going to give them a B. The reason why is because that pass on DK Metcalf, that was on him. That was on it. Matter of fact,
why are we combining the tight end and wide receivers?
Okay, we'll separate them out. So I'll give the wide receiver room a B. Let me answer the super chat, Tate. Aaron tired of Broad when Aaron tried a Broad when he tackled him. I don't know what that means, Juice Bellamy. Clear that up for me and we'll come back to you. Right, so wide receivers, B. When do y'all go?
Wide receivers? After you said C?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The whole DK losing that ball, that was a big one. And I mean, Roman had a couple of catches.
3.
But DK was the main target, of course, because he's supposed to be. It just wasn't their connection or whatever wasn't there tonight the way it was Sunday.
Yep. Kirby?
I give them a C. I mean, because they didn't. I mean, they ain't do nothing bad. They ain't do nothing good. They ain't. You know, not a lot of production there.
Tate, did you grade already?
No. If you, I asked you why were you putting them together, but I give the wide receivers a solid. I give them a C plus, just because I think, and I'm not giving the credit to Zach Taylor, the Bengals coach, but the defensive coordinator for the Bengals took DK out the game. Terrell Austin, and he got an F, didn't take Jamar Chase out the game. And that, even if he had drew it up like that, then maybe he did. The players didn't execute it. Back to the Steelers wide receiver, they get a strong C plus from me because I saw Roman Wilson involved, and when he got the ball, he ran with burst and explosion. I like seeing that.
Agreed.
I think it's something they can try and take more advantage of going forward. He proved himself. He's a physical runner. He was involved in the blocking game too. I mean,
Agreed.
so I seen him have a few good blocks out there tonight. Not that he's out there every running play, but with the running plays he's out there, I seen him with a few good blocks. 3 solid catches ran well out the ball, ran into contact, got a critical first down on one of them. One of them was like a 3rd and 6. He got the first down and ran into somebody and dove over the first down line. So I give him a solid C+.
Tight end room, A. There's no doubt about it. The only Connor Hayward should have had a touchdown. That was on him. But all the rest of the tight ends played well.
That wasn't him, Bitchy. That was just a hair overthrown. Just a hair overthrown.
Stretch out there and get the damn ball.
Hey, he's 5'11" and chubby.
Stretch out there and get the damn ball. Tight ends A. They would have got an A+ outside of that play of Connor Hayward.
I'm not blaming that on Connor Hayward, though. But go ahead.
Juice Bellamy for the $4.99, man. Juice, we thank you. He said, when Aaron threw the TD to Pat, Aaron was celebrating. Broad jumped on him, made him fall. Aaron got mad and pushed him and was pissed off. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that because he shouldn't have jumped on him like that. That was one of those player in the moment things. He shouldn't have jumped on him like that. I get it, but I understand. Thank you, Juice, for the $4.99. Afton, you're great for the tight ends.
A-. I mean, they really showed up and filled in the giant hole in the offense that was where a wide receiver 2 should be.
Facts.
But there's room for improvement. So
facts, total facts again. Tate, you said right. You said tight ends. All right.
I didn't say the tight ends yet.
Go ahead.
I didn't disagree with you. I agree with everything Afton said, and there's always room for improvement. But like when you're in school, you have a test this week, you may have a test next week. This test today, they got A+. They did I even saw Jonnu Smith on one of Jalen Warren's big runs get a really, really good run block on the edge.
Man, Washington,
and
all the tight ends blocked.
Muth had his best game in probably 2 seasons.
Yeah, all the tight ends, all of them blocked.
And Darnell Washington, we know what he does in the blocking game, and he probably had about the only bad play was that play where he caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage, and that got took for a loss, tackle for a loss, but that's because Spencer Anderson missed the block.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
so
agreed.
I give him A. I couldn't ask for more from the tight end, so I give him A+ this week.
O-line, after you go first.
B-.
Oh, that's a hard grade. Why, Afton?
The Frazier holding call is mostly
facts. That dropped him from an A automatically for me because that was a touchdown.
And then didn't Jones get called for holding too?
Once.
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
Yep. And Mason McCormick jumped off sides on the tush push.
Yeah. That was the other big one.
So that's 20. That's 25 yards and 59 yards of penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Kirby.
So, yeah,
I give him a B.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cincinnati, I mean, it ain't because they didn't really put no pressure. I mean, with old boy out the game, they didn't have nothing coming. But yeah, I give him a B.
Yeah, Rodgers didn't get pressured at all. Maybe a little bit running around, but no sacks. A clean game. Take your grade.
I give him a B based off everything Afton said. I mean, I like what you said. It drops him from an A. Those penalties were costly. That holding call, Zach Frazier basically we ended up selling for a field goal that drive. We would have had 7. And if you get 7 and not just get 3, you get 4 more points, and a 33-31 loss doesn't happen because you would have 4 more points than you have now. You would have had 35, right? Yep. They had to go for a touchdown at the end of the game. And that holding call on Broderick Jones, they recovered from it. And I forgot about the tush push. That made us kick on that same drive, kick a field goal. So on that drive, between Frazier's holding, put us behind the sticks, and then McCormick's false start where we was going for the 4th and 1 and made it 4th and 6. Now we got to kick a field goal. So that took 4 points off the board and cost us some penalty yards. So offensive line gets a B, but they didn't give up no sacks 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. And the running games look better 2 weeks in a row.
Let me answer Henry Johnson. Henry, your question is, let me ask Big G a question. What causes players not to play hard for their coach? The lack of respect for them? No. They had lackluster ass effort because every dude that's for Pittsburgh loves Mike Tomlin. There's guys that come to Pittsburgh specifically to play for Mike Tomlin. They have, but trust me, he has some of the highest level of respect for all NFL players across the NFL. So this ain't about lack of respect for Mike Tomlin. This is about some lazy ass effort by the team.
And I think,
and they thought they had this in the bag. I mean, you know how it go. They thought, you know, they feeling good, and they thought they had this in the bag.
Claw for the $2, man. G, did you notice the lack of halftime adjustments on defense? Absolutely. Absolutely. Take Keanu Benton's ass out the game. They took Peyton Wilson. Go into cover two. Go into cover two, take Jamar Chase away from you, and make somebody else beat you. I mean, that's not rocket science. Blitz every damn down, like I said in the pregame. Blitz, put Flacco on the ground. No adjustment. No adjustment. But still lack of effort by the players.
They weren't getting the Flacco. I don't think they blitzed any less than they had been. They weren't getting home. Flacco was getting the ball out quick, and then he wasn't getting it out quick. He had time. And with me, the defense, sometimes you'll give a big run. Sometimes you are. That's going to happen. Sometimes you'll get to the quarterback. But I cannot let the guy – that's why Bill Belichick was so good. And you know Matt Patricia now, Big G, is at Ohio State. You gonna make the other offense play left-handed when they right-handed. You take Jamar Chase away, period. Mm-hmm. If T. Higgins beat you, T. Higgins had a game Jamar Chase had. I don't want to see it, but I'm okay with that. You can't let Jamar Chase be that guy, and that's what the defense did. Jalen Ramsey wanted him, got him. Joey Porter Jr. out there, like all that's part of it, man.
Corey Carpenter, you're absolutely right. Is this possible that we didn't try to win, no effort, no heart, we laid down to lose? Hell yeah, the defense did. They thought they had it in the bag. They thought that they was just going to go out there and push them all around and wasn't going to have to put no energy and effort on them.
I told you backstage, Big G, I'm blaming you too. You and the effort, because you was out there, we going to BTA. Yeah. I said, man, I said it earlier in the week. You can't take none of these division games for granted. I knew we weren't going to beat them like that.
I wish to God I'd have been in Pittsburgh. They could have suited me up. I'd have got more effort than some of them damn defensive players. I'd have got a sack. On that trash-ass offensive line, I'd have got home, bro. On that trash line, I'm getting home.
Chase caught 16 balls.
Yeah.
I'm getting home.
No, did he?
Yeah.
Quarterback. Y'all great for the quarterback. Who?
I'll give him A minus. A minus because of the interception. The one interception was really bad.
Yeah.
But other than that, I thought he did good. I'm not sure what the miscommunication was with the flea flicker thing.
He called it off
with Warren afterwards.
Yeah. He called it off. The play was for the flea flicker. Aaron Rodgers saw something on defense. He called the play off. Everybody else still ran the flea flicker play, except for the wide receivers that heard him audible out of it. Warren was asleep at the wheel after. That was on Jalen Warren.
That's why you asked him what the F he doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think with Rodgers, when he get on guys, it probably, especially with the offense got a lot of young guys, it probably feel like they dead, like your dad getting on you or something. Because he was
they need that.
He was a cranky old man.
That's leadership, though. They need that.
I'm just saying that because he was a cranky old man tonight.
I'm glad to see.
Get off my lawn.
Right.
he was cranky tonight.
As far as my grade, I'll give him a B+ because with the defense playing like that, Aaron Rodgers kept us in the game.
Facts, he did.
He kept us in the game, period.
He did.
He didn't take any sacks. He looked kind of spry out there, moving around, manipulating the pocket. I was sitting watching the game with my wife. I told
he didn't
last year. Go ahead.
When the game imploded in the second quarter, he didn't let that completely derail him either. I mean, he kept just playing his game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And I told my wife, like, one of them plays he made, I said, oh, if that had been Russ last year, sack, like, because, I mean, and I said, he 41, going to be 42 in November, in a month from now.
I need Aaron Rodgers to take that bucket off his head, though.
But what he didn't do, what he did do, and I'm proud of him for doing this. He didn't let his pride get in the way. See, what we know is that him and Muth had an issue. We know that. Muth was in the doghouse for Rodgers. He didn't let his pride get in his way, bro. He didn't let his pride get in his way. He said, okay, this dude's open. And listen, after he did well, he walked up to him, he congratulated him, he hugged him. This might have been the breakout what we needed for Pat Freiermuth. Rodgers might trust him a little more now, right? But he didn't let his pride get in the way, because in the second half he adjusted, because in the first half he forced the ball to DK. He said, to hell with all you guys. I'm forcing it to DK. That's where the picks came from. Hot reads right off the ball, audible to the play, forced the ball to DK. He didn't let his pride get in the way in the second half. He didn't let that happen. So that's why I think that Rodgers played better in the second half than he did in the first. He didn't let his pride get in the way. Because he knows he's gonna need these boys come this week. Because this the Green Bay game. This the return of Rodgers to the Packers. The playing against the Packers.
And I'll say this right now. I don't think there's no way. I'm saying it right now. No way they lose that game, because when the games mean something, like for the Roonies in Dublin, in Ireland, they came out and really played. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Last week, the rivalry against the Browns, they came out and really played. I think they kind of took this game for granted. And you can say that about Coach Tomlin. I mean, they do lose games you expect them to win. I got to be 100% about that. That happens frequently. Yep. But then they also win games you don't think they're going to be in. And I know that feeling you having right now. I think next Sunday night when they play Green Bay and they go out there and try and win it for Aaron Rodgers and get back on the winning streak, I'm saying right now they're going to beat Green Bay next week. And I don't even know what Green Bay going to do this week.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tate, we went. I mean, special teams, they didn't do nothing but kick extra points. I think we got a kickoff returner in Mr. Williams. I think that kid is really explosive in the kickoff return game. I like him, man. I like that kid.
But did you see what Gainwell did, though?
Yeah, I like
Gainwell
too,
had like almost 30 yards of return. I mean, he did pretty good too.
He did do good.
Yeah, so I would give
and I've got to say,
today.
Exactly. We actually saw some blocking for the return. That was one of the highlights of the game for me.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. All right, so we got to get to the big coaching grades, because that's what the diabolical Claude Bishop and his Matrix crew is waiting on. So from a defensive standpoint, F from me. Offensive standpoint, B+ for me. Overall, D. That's my grade. Tate, you go next.
Well, Terrell Austin, the defense, definitely get an F. Arthur Smith called a good game. I mean, minus the 2 turnovers. One wasn't on Aaron Rodgers. One completely was. Scoring 31 points in the game. Getting almost 400 yards essentially on offense. 17 first down. 7 out of 10 third down conversion rate. I got to get offense an A. And to me, that A and that F average out to a C. So that's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. After, how about you?
And the offensive line, no sacks, and the running game got 50 yards, 147 yards.
Yeah,
offense definitely get an A. So therefore, A versus F, average C.
Yep. Afton, how about you?
Defense gets an F.
Mm-hmm.
Offense, A-. There were a few play calls that just really had me scratching my head. Like they get to the 20-yard line and pitch it to whichever tight end is off to the right, and it never worked.
Yeah, Darnell Washington. They ran a double screen to Darnell Washington.
But they did it more than once, and it was or something very like it, and it just didn't work. But they get an A-. Overall, C.
C. Kirby?
Yeah.
I'm staying. I F for the defense. I'm just gonna give the offense an A, and when you take that average, it's a C.
In a loss, you got to see. So that even more so points to the effort of the players. In a loss, you get a C.
Like you always say, it's complimentary football. Half the team well, half didn't. I mean, the special teams played good enough. You just said that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, offense got an A, defense get an F. To me, it's all on the defense.
Yeah. But normally when the Steelers play bad, right, it's because the lack of preparation and the lack of effort combined. This was one particular unit that didn't play at all. And you can narrow it down to certain players. TJ Watt, Nick Herbig, Cam Hayward.
It was all of them, G. It was all of them.
Yeah, you already said you can't name one defender that had a good game. Not one.
I agree, but it has to. I know the defensive backs were horrible. They had pass interference calls and everything else. But I know that this was the cause of this was the inability of the defensive line to get any pressure on the other opposing team's quarterback. So the defensive backs suffered because the defensive line and pass rushers didn't do their damn job. That's all day and night. There's no, and I will repeat this, there is no defensive backs, no corners in the NFL that can stop an NFL wide receiver for 1,005. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There's no cornerbacks in the NFL that can stop other NFL wide receivers with 1,005. So 1,002, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005. I know at least 9 to 10 times Joe Flacco had that much time. And they was
getting beat on everything. They was getting beat on quick slants, everything. It wasn't just like they was sitting back there just bombs away. They was beating them on everything.
That bootleg by Flacco, that play to Noah Fant, like I said, that run up the middle, they was getting gutted everywhere. Yeah, it ain't no blaming just no one unit. They all were terrible.
Man, that you know how you have one hole and plug that whole vase broke. It was a done deal.
Well, it starts at the foundation, and that's the damn defensive line and the pass rush.
Yeah,
that's Steelers football. Steelers football is the defensive line and the pass rush does what they do to make splash plays in order for the defensive backs and everybody else to get turnovers. They didn't do none of that.
Got a super chat there.
Claude Bishop for the $5, man. Claude, thank you, man. He said, if I'm Mr. Rooney, I'm calling Tomlin and Austin into the office and telling them, you brothers are on thin ice. There's absolutely no way in hell he's going to do that, Claude. There's absolutely no way in God's green earth he's going to do that. Mr. Rooney will not do that. Trust me, bro. There's no way in hell.
How long was all of Pittsburgh shouting "Fire Canada" at every sporting event in the city before they did that?
Thank you, Afton. Thank you, Afton. Thank you, Afton. It's the diabolical hate from Mike Tomlin. That's all it is. You're a Tomlin hater. It's ridiculous.
I mean,
I'm not saying that it won't.
I'm not saying
that the city. I know, but I'm not saying that the city won't turn on Tomlin, and I'm not saying that if the city turns on Tomlin, Rooney won't fire him. I'm just saying, hasn't happened yet.
After the city done turned on Tomlin years ago. Do you know how many? There's
not the way they turned on Canada, though. I mean, they're not shouting for his firing at every public event in the city.
Correct, and they're not going to do that to Mike Tomlin.
You give up this divisional lead it might happen.
Well, that's if it was a fifth, we'd all be twisted.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We got a lot of football to play.
Yep.
And this one's on the players, man. This on the players. Players only meeting. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow or Saturday. I don't need near a coach in there. The three leaders stand up and better take accountability. Hayward, Ramsey, Watt, you better stand up and take accountability.
But they know because when they watch the film, I mean,
it's not the fact of them knowing, Kirby. You got to do that to get that going throughout the whole team. Because guess what happens if you don't do that? Now you start having finger pointing locker rooms. Now you got locker rooms to start getting into it, and there's a little side whispering conversations. Man, you know that.
Well,
now.
if you was watching the beginning of the game, I never watched that stuff. The fact that it was on Amazon, and I would sit here getting stuff ready for tonight, showing stuff. I saw the pregame, but they talked to T.J. Watt and Patrick Queen and some of the defenders and talking about how much they love each other. So I don't think it's no problems or issues in the locker room. Now, it could be a breakdown, lack of communication. It could be lack of effort you're talking about. But I don't know that no one person is going to single no one person out and say, you got to be better, you got to be better. I just think it's collective. They got to look at – each of them got to look at themselves and come out and just play better. And I think it starts with a game that they're going to feel like – every game got purpose. But a game – the next matchup is going to be a game they feel like has a tremendous amount of purpose because it's against Green Bay. They're coming off a loss, and Aaron Rodgers wants to win this game bad. And he's coming he'll be coming off a 4-touchdown performance.
Facts.
I mean, to be honest.
And they'll have a new receiver.
And Henry Johnson, Big G, if the players didn't care on a primetime stage, why did they care to hold a meeting off camera? Because that's what NFL players do. A lot of times stuff is going on in-house, and you don't know nothing about it. A lot of times, trust, I've been in them locker rooms. You don't know nothing about it. Trust and believe there's going to be a players-only meeting sometime between today and tomorrow. But, I mean, because it's today, it's Friday. Between Friday and by Saturday night, they're going to have it either scheduled or they're going to have it. Ain't no coaches going to be in that damn room, and it's going to be some serious conversations. It's going to be some serious conversations.
This is something that we ain't seen before. I mean, this is what they do. Now they'll get refocused. Like I say, the Steelers thought they had this game in the bag. They looked. I mean, hell, we thought they had it in the bag. We looked at Cincinnati.
Big G definitely thought they had it in the bag. I didn't say that, but I thought
they terrible and this and that.
And they should have. They should have. There's no way in hell they should have lost this game.
But you know how football is. When you start thinking that way, that's when you're gonna get your teeth kicked in, and that's what happened. They got their teeth kicked in.
I don't disagree with that, Kirby. I don't disagree. But it was because of lack of effort, man. That's why I keep this conversation keeps circling back around to them damn players on that field. Lack of effort. Lack of effort.
And that's just what happened. I mean, you came off a couple of wins, and
this might be the first time in history I agree with Boxing Man. Boxing Man says the Steelers' lack of a player leader. On defense, I ain't mad at you, bro.
Cam Hayward is a leader. What are we talking about?
I ain't mad at you.
We saying we change the narrative every week. That's my problem with Steeler fans. And when we change the narrative every freaking week. So now Cam Hayward's not a leader. So now the defense didn't play good the past 2 weeks. So now fire Mike Tomlin because they lose, but it was okay when they was winning. Like, we all over the place all the time. That's what I'm sick of more than anything.
The reason I said I'm with him on this is because I know that they need a players-only meeting.
You said a leader.
Right. So the leader or leaders of the defense have to call a players-only meeting. Okay, the coaches can't call that. But so if they don't call that,
the comments said they need a leader. You agree with that? There is leadership in the team.
Correct. But if they don't call that, then I might question their leadership. If Jalen Ramsey, TJ Watt, and Cam Hayward don't call a defensive players only meeting, I might question the leadership of that room because it's needed. It is needed right now. The sense of urgency is right now. We can't mess around and wait. We can't go another week. We can't go another day. We can't go another minute. The sense of urgency is now. We got to meet together right now. And it's really that simple. And they have to be the first ones to stand up and take accountability. They have to be the first ones to do it. Not Coach Tomlin, not Coach Austin, them.
I'm sure the press conference, you'll hear all of them take accountability, say we got to be better. You're going to hear all that. I don't doubt that not one bit. Let's go ahead and get out of here, though, man.
Yeah, but they've got to do more than say it in a press conference. They've got to show.
Yeah.
I
just think that they have a history of saying it in the press conference and then not changing anything.
But they said it after Seattle and they changed it then. I mean, sometimes teams just have a wake-up call. I highly doubt Buffalo planned on getting ran over by Atlanta the other night. It happens sometimes. I mean, Another upset. I mean, the Commanders had the game in hand against Chicago. They lost a close game at home just Monday night. I mean, it happens. We looked bad. We lost. We're 4-2. We lead the division. You're still in control of your own destiny. Just move forward. Do what you got to do. We're on to the next one.
All right. All right. So any final thoughts before we wrap this up? After, I'm going to start with you.
Well, everybody's favorite beat reporter, whatever you want to call him, Andrew Filipponi, was all up on the Twixter machine talking about how he guaranteed the Steelers were going to win, and he was so confident that he was going to go get his nipples pierced if they lost. Mr. Filipponi, we're all waiting for the video.
The big nipple
Wow,
piercing.
I hadn't heard that one, but I don't listen to Pony. But yeah,
The big nipple piercing. Diabolical. Kirby.
Big G, didn't you say if they lost, you was going to twerk?
No. Stop
You were
that.
trying to talk him into it, though.
I was. That's what happened.
Stop that. Hell no.
I mean, it's disappointing. And actually, when I went back today and looked at my predictions, I actually had the Steelers losing this game. But
Yeah, but you had Joe Burrow playing.
yeah, just because I thought Joe Burrow would be there. So, yeah, this disappointing. I mean, especially the way they lost, that's kind of unexcusable. But hey, you got to suck it up and come back next week.
No Diddy.
Definitely
Tate.
no Diddy.
Tate.
Between you and Afton with the
Hey, it's late night. It's late night.
Who is the Big G that the
FCC.
FCC gonna be after us? But no, man. Yeah, I don't have anything much else to add, man. I think we covered all bases. I think it's a terrible performance by the defense. I'm not gonna blame it on the coaching. I'm not gonna blame anybody on the offense. Even Aaron Rodgers threw one interception for sure, but credited for two. He played a good game. Jalen Warren played a good game. Defense just played terrible. Take two, gave up 33 points when they had given up 16 and 9 the previous two games. They gave up almost 23 points in two games. They gave up 33 points in this game. So, it's all of the defense to me. And I wouldn't be mad if the defense had a players only meeting, Big G, like you saying and stuff, and just, has some of this stuff out. Not that it's problems, but talk about the X's and O's aspect of it. And I think we just move on, go ahead this weekend and clean up everything you can over this mini bye week. Come ready to play Green Bay a week from this Sunday on Sunday Night Football. And so I guess next time we'll be on here, it'll be after another night game. So
Absolutely.
And check out the homies tomorrow. Myself, who else on that show? My boy B Dirt, of course, running through the jungle. Me and B Dirt. I'm gonna see what B Dirt thinks from a Bengals perspective. Check that out tomorrow. Tomorrow on Know It Alls and Steel Curtain Network. We'll be on at 8 p.m. tomorrow night and with our picks on there too. So that's it for me, Big G.
Big facts.
Feeling like they back in it.
All right, man. If you have not liked and subscribed, make sure that you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We said we might have picked up 10, 15 subscribers tonight on the show. So make sure you like and subscribe the Know It Alls podcast. We got stuff that's coming to you all day, every day. We know it's the Know It All Steelers sometimes. We know it's the Know It Alls Cowboys sometimes. We know it's the Know It Alls all the way across the board with all the sports. But we get down over here on the Steelers side of the aspect of it. It's a disheartening loss tonight. I feel really bad. I'm going to congratulate every Cincinnati Bengal because you guys played enough to deserve to win. We played well enough, worse enough to lose. So we thank all you guys for rocking with us for another week on the 2-Minute Warning Show. As for the 4 co-hosts of the show, my girl Afton, my homeboy Kerb, my boy Tate Boy Fresh, and me, Big G. We appreciate all you guys for being here. And Tate, can you hit that outro as we get the hell out of the building for a loss for the Pittsburgh Steelers, 33-31. Well, holla at y'all. Have a good evening. Peace.
Let's go.
Mamba out.
Y'all come back now. Here.
You ended it too fast, Big G. You let the intro play out. It's got advertising on it.
I didn't hit no end on it.
Oops.
Yep.